Welcome back to Four Faces. You know, here on Four Faces, we like to talk about all types of things, situations with kids. Um, as you all know, crime is going up, it's getting out of control. I don't know what's going on. You hear about it, you hear them talking about it every day on the news. Just like, I think what happened is that, in my opinion, you let me know, leave a comment below, is that I think after the pandemic, a lot of people, start to realize, or should we say, we realize that had a lot of mental problems. And I don't think it's just that. I just think there's still a lot of frustration out there. A lot of people are not actually making it. You gotta remember, a lot of people lost their jobs. Some of them jobs are high paying jobs. Imagine you're making 80,000 a year, you wind up losing that job, and now you gotta settle for 40,000. And like, how are you gonna pay the bills with that? It might not be enough. Your house mortgage might be running you about maybe 3,000 a month. 40 grand ain't gonna cut it, because you got the mortgage, you got the rent, right? You might have other rents, other bills rather, electric, light, all the overhead costs, and it's just not cutting it. And it's kind of rough. So sometimes that causes psychological problems. Sometimes that causes stress. Some people revert to smoking. Some people wind up doing alcohol, some drugs, etc. And some people just get with the times and figure out another way, a more positive way to deal with these hard situations. I'm going to show you a video right now about a young girl. She was only 9 years old, jumping on a trampoline, and then she got shot in the head and died. This is horrible. This is situations, here on Four Faces. I hate talking about kids getting hurt, injured, kidnapped, but you know what? It's got to be said. The story must be told. Because, at the end of the day, we all need to know about how these things work and what's going on, because that's very important. But, here on Four Face, we also like to talk about solutions. In a situation like that with trampoline, girl having a good time, it's really nothing much you could have done in that situation. It's really not the parents' fault, and it's not the loved one's fault, definitely not, because sometimes they might feel like they should take blame, because the fact is that the child was out there having a good time. It's no one's fault but the person who committed the murder. That's about all. So with that being said, let's take a look at the video. Let's see what went on. Let's hear about it. Let's see the loved ones speak a mind about what happened. And you know what? This is Four Faces. We here every week. Shout out, subscribe. We'll talk. Peace.
Trinity is one of 3 kids shot in the last month in Minneapolis, and she is the second to die. Her dad posted an update on Facebook. Minneapolis police confirming this as well. As for the other children who were shot, well, right now, Ladavionne Garrett Jr. is fighting for his life at North Memorial. He was shot in the head while in the backseat of his parents' car. And Wednesday last week, Aniya Allen died at just 6 years old. She too was shot while in her family's car. Just yesterday, Aniya's grandfather spoke out, asking the shooters in all 3 cases to turn themselves in.
If you have any conscience or any feelings inside of you, it's time to stop running. It's time to turn yourself in and get this done with, and bring some closure to my family and the other 2 families, and to the city of Minneapolis.
And this week, the Minneapolis mayor and police chief announced a reward fund, $30,000, for information leading to the arrests of any of these cases where kids were shot. If you do know anything, contact Crime Stoppers.